Okay, everybody, today we're going to continue our tour around the world. And in terms of sea level rise, it's absolutely clear that Asian cities will be the worst affected, largely because there are huge, what we would call megalopolises or megalopoli that are very close to sea level, built on very flat land close to sea level. One of them is Shanghai, which we'll not be talking about today. The other one is Hong Kong, which is very close to Guangzhou, the study for the first lab. And the third one I'd like to talk to you about today is Osaka in Japan. 20 million people population, 20 million population. And Osaka is built on very flat land, and near the ocean front or the harbor front, a lot of this land is actually reclaimed from the ocean. So what they've done is they've piled rock, sand, debris, garbage, anything close to the ocean, and built islands where they put a lot of infrastructure. And in fact, the airport in Osaka, which is shown here, flooded on the bottom right side, is built on reclaimed land, and it is actually one of the busiest airports in Asia. So this the city of Osaka has 20 million people, like I said. And projections have shown with a sea level rise in 2100, assuming 3 degrees centigrade of global warming, that would put 5.2 million people in Osaka at risk for basically evacuation from rising seas. And you can see, how large the city is in this illustration here. Over here, you can see some of the reclaimed land where they've got a lot of infrastructure built. This is all reclaimed near the river and harbor side here. The airport floods quite regularly. This was a flooding, I think, with a typhoon. And then this shows more flooding in Osaka. These two maps show the extent of flooding in 2100 here. You can see areas that are both moderately susceptible and areas that are extremely susceptible, but there's a huge area of the city that will flood in 2100. The other aspects of Osaka that are worrying are the fact that it is often hit by typhoons with storm surges, and so the low-lying elevation is a problem there. And then the city is earthquake prone, as are many of the Japanese cities. And so the reclaimed land, the land that's reclaimed does not behave well in earthquakes. Reclaimed rock tends to become liquefied, and that's a whole other subject we could talk about another day. But anyway, it's a pretty dire situation in Asia, and Osaka is a perfect example of what the future holds for these low-lying, highly populated Asian cities.